Let's go ahead and go. Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to Play It Painted Live. Hope you guys are having a good Sunday evening. Happy Easter, everyone. And here we go with one of these. And we're going to be painting, tonight we're painting Shadows of Brimstone. Just the gender swapped heroes pack for the City of Ancients starter set. Picked this up about a week ago and haven't touched it. Was not sure if we were going to get back into some Shadows of Brimstone, but we went ahead and threw down a game of it yesterday and really enjoyed it. So yeah, we're looking to get back into this game, and I want to paint up some new heroes to use with our Forbidden Fortress set. And I do realize that these are the Western heroes from the other starter set, but I kind of like that. I think it would be fun to have a campaign, where West meets East sort of thing. I think that would be super fun, and we're just gonna go with it. Okay. So right now, we got these minis primed up, and we're just doing some color blocking on them. So you can see nothing too fancy or too special. I did discover one weakness with the Army Painter Speed Paints. As you can see here, my Bandita looks kind of like Starfire, and the reason for that is I mixed some color trying to get like a slightly darker Latina color, and it was somewhat unsuccessful. So now I'm just trying to see if I can I either have to reprime it and start over, which is fine because it's just only one color, or I just paint in the color from scratch, which is what I probably will end up doing in this case, because it doesn't look like adding more Crusader skin to this is really helping. But I can do this because you can see, right? Skin looks Caucasian on one side, and it looks a little Starfire-y orange on the other side. So we do not want to have it doing that. Okay. So we'll just come back and we'll work on her skin. She'll have a more standard paint scheme for her skin than the others. And then, let's see. So I don't want to use what I used in the other guy, because I do want my male gambler to look a little bit darker than other guys. And I definitely don't want to add orange to the mix. Let's try something different. So a little Crusader skin. And then I want like a kind of we're going to just try a little bit of dark wood, just a drop of dark wood in here and see what we get there. It's like almost nothing. Hopefully this should give us a slightly darker starting point. And if this works, maybe we can go back to the Bandita on this one. Okay, that's not bad. It's not bad. So yeah, I am getting kind of a more brown, a darker skin tone, which is kind of good. The sculpt detail on the face is a little lacking. That's okay. It's okay because the overall effect of the skin being darker brown is actually pretty good, right? So that. Dare I try it here? Let's try it. She's going to be a very darker. Ooh. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, it's not very good. Yep. Not good at all. Way too dark. Okay, anyways, it's going to come down. We'll just use it as a shade coat, I guess. Because it is pretty dark. Going over this orangey color. Right. So we're going to let that dry. Right. Yeah, I'm wondering maybe I should just start painting in eyeballs. Maybe we do that while she's drying. Because we're definitely gonna need to start over on her. Right? He's basically gonna get a hard reboot. Let me get all the whatever's pooling. Pick that up, kind of help her dry a little bit. All right. So yeah, that is a downside to the speed paint set, that when you mix colors, it can be extremely hard to judge how it will actually look once it's on your mini. Well, let's just pick up most of it with a damp brush. Okay, cool. All right. Now let's start some details on the face. Looking for my dark color here. My Ten Bros gray. Is it Ten Bros gray or Ten Bros black? It's Ten Bros gray. Alright, so we're gonna go with some Ten Bros gray. Alright, here we go. Okay, they do the eyes kind of small on these minis. But you know me, I like to exaggerate. I like to exaggerate the minis out a little bit. Give them a little bit of character. The gambler characters are my favorite. In fact, I'll just tell you right now, if I do run a campaign on YouTube or stream games of this, my plan... Hey, how's it going, Jacob? Plan is to use the gamblers as the kind of the central character, if you will. Okay. Yeah, facial detail could be a bit better on these minis, but it's okay. We can make it work. I'll make it work. Good news is a lot of them just are wearing hats. And I used to hate painting eyes under hats. And then finally a revolutionary idea came to my mind, which is don't really paint the eyes under hats. if you can't do it. So it's a little loud out there. Let me shut the door here. I got a lot of activity going on around the house. People need to be going to bed soon. But we'll continue to paint just a little bit. And then I don't know. I don't want to stay up too late tonight because this is the end of our spring break and we got a lot of kids getting up early to go to school tomorrow. Also, I hate painting eyes on camera. But I end up doing a fair bit of that, as you guys know. It just happens. You just end up painting. Ugh. There are rumors that some folks are planning on running con to replace the beloved Kingdom Con. Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, there was an attempt made by some folks to make a convention this year to replace Kingdom Con. It was called South Pacific Con, and it didn't go so well. There were some issues trying to promote the con. There was not a lot of information out there. There were a lot of people kind of on the fence, like myself, as to whether or not we would go. And then finally, it was announced this week that they're canceling that convention. So at least the current attempt to make a new Kingdom Con has sputtered out. It did not actually happen. So, you know, I applaud anyone who tries to start their own gaming convention because they are very difficult to start. And I've known some folks over the years, not just Ross, but some folks that have tried to fire up their own gaming convention, and it's like a extremely difficult thing to attempt. But for me personally, I wouldn't even think of starting one unless there was like a perfect storm of events that happened to point out to me that I probably should try. But nope, not seeing it. Got nothing close to that, so not gonna try. Yeah, definitely. Same here. I definitely miss Kingdom Con. San Diego is not the same without it. So yeah, totally agree with you. All right, let's while the black liner is drying, let's go ahead and start trying to fix her skin here. Yeah, I'm sure that won't be the last time someone attempts to, start up a gaming convention in San Diego. There is technically a gaming convention in San Diego that happens around the time of Kingdom Con. I mean, not Kingdom Con, Comic Con. But no one goes to that. Be interested to see. Sorry, excuse me. I'd be interested to see if that convention tries to move up the calendar year to try to take the place of Kingdom Con. Which Kingdom Con, often ran a little close to Adepticon. So that was like one ding against it. And I think if somebody was to try to run a new gaming convention this time around, that maybe they would be a little bit more mindful of that with Adepticon, because you would want to have, folks going to Adepticon, give them the option of coming out to San Diego prior to going to Chicago, right? But yeah, and you want to have these folks, give these folks the ability to attend both cons. Yeah, it's too bad you never went, Nelson. I obviously I have a lot of fond memories of Kingdom Con, and you may have heard various stories about my adventures at Kingdom Con from some of the locals here. Jose notably loves to tell stories about me at Kingdom Con and the sort of stuff I would get into. But yeah, it is definitely missed. There's still, you know, everyone, we all like to say every convention kind of has its own feel and identity to it, and I definitely believe that's true. But I believe that Kingdom Con kind of had, even that statement wasn't enough really to fully capture Kingdom Con. Really was a very different experience than other gaming conventions that I'm used to, and it's the one event that I used to look forward to every single year, and I would always make sure it was on my calendar and that I was doing something at Kingdom Con. I think I only missed one Kingdom Con. There was one Kingdom Con that I could not go. My first Kingdom Con, I actually almost died. That is true. What's up, Andrew? You did almost die at your first Kingdom Con. We were worried about you. Thankfully, you are still with us. I don't think I've ever gotten quite that drunk at a Kingdom Con. What other cons come with Metsu? I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting, the situation in San Diego right now, because San Diego does, I mean, back in the day, it did have a fair bit of cons, not just gaming conventions, but there were the steampunk conventions. There's Comic Con, obviously. There's Kingdom Con, and I used to go to like all of them back in the day. I used to go to all of them in the Malifaux days because they were relevant no matter what it was. Like I would still run Malifaux at all the conventions, and I got to know, that scene and the people that run all of those conventions. And so, when Kingdom Con came to a close, I kind of had in my mind, I'm like, oh, okay, maybe these folks would try, maybe these other folks would try. And we did see one group try, but I think one of the issues is that group was not. They didn't seem to be terribly connected to Kingdom Con. Like they were a branch of. It looks like they were a branch of folks that ran events at Kingdom Con, but they weren't like connected to, we'll say, Kingdom Con staff, or they didn't appear to be terribly connected to those folks. All right. So let's go ahead and start to work on the whites of the eyes. But yeah, it's a shame. It really is a shame that we don't have Kingdom Con anymore, because Kingdom Con would always end up scratching a particular itch I had to go to a gaming convention once a year. And this past year for me it was going to LVO. And while I liked LVO, to me LVO, in terms of its sort of, I guess, the convention, the culture of that convention just was never, it just didn't feel like Kingdom Con, and obviously it shouldn't feel like Kingdom Con, but it LVO was like, okay, it's just a fun thing to go visit with my friends. It did not seem much like uh, to me. LVO was almost overshadowed by the fact that you were in a casino and you could just go do casino things when you're not gaming, right? It didn't. The con was. It wasn't. It didn't feel as connected as Kingdom Con does, right? Because you have all these big gaming rooms, and you have the big 40K room or whatever. But there wasn't like a big. Kingdom Con always had this sort of connectedness to it, probably because it was in a smaller area, right? And you knew if we were running demos one day, I would be running demos in the same place I would host a tournament. So I'd run demos one day, and then the next day that table's still me, and I host a tournament from there. And people, my friends, would always come by and come visit me, whether or not they were participating in the events or not. We all hung out. We would go out, hit the sushi bar or whatever afterwards, or maybe even drive into town, have dinner in town. Um, I don't know. It just kind of had a local connectedness to it that LVO does not have. LVO doesn't have locals, if that makes sense. I'm not saying that it doesn't have gamers from Las Vegas. In fact, I used to hit some of the hobby shops in Vegas when I would travel out there for work and game with some locals out there. But it didn't have a local. That local community was not inherently connected to LVO, the way the San Diego, Southern California gaming community is connected to Kingdom Con, right? We all went to Kingdom Con. We all, uh, that would be our time of year for all of us to get together. Um, you know, there were certain people that I only know from Kingdom Con, that I only saw at Kingdom Con. Um, there were certain people that I only saw when I was drunk at Kingdom Con. Um, and so, I kind of miss that. Like, you don't get that anymore. There's no, and so a lot of us here in Southern California probably feel like we're a little homeless with regards to our gaming con of choice. Now that said, um, there's still gaming conventions in Southern California, right? There's still Orcon, Strategicon. You still have that series of conventions, but it's just definitely not. Strategicon is a whole other ball of wax that I would talk about some other night specifically, because it is specifically its own um, thing. Need help, kiddo? I'll take care of that. Here, I got it.
I'm just worried because in the future you might forget.
All right. All right. Good night, son.
Okay, but just so you know, in the future,
Uh-huh.
I just don't want you to forget that because that would be bad.
That would be bad. I understand. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
bye.
Good night, son. All right. So, like I was saying, there is Strategicon, but that's just its own thing, and we don't really have uh, a local con. Yeah, if you wanted to come down and play some MCP, I will tell you right now, the next MCP tournament I'm hosting is May 28th. So that is the long weekend, though, as I understand it. So I don't know what your availability would be on that holiday weekend. But yeah, that's the next one. That's the next tournament I'm hosting. Whoops, already messed up a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it just makes me sad. I don't know how South Pacificon would have fared, frankly. It just, you could tell it just did not have the, it did not promote well. We didn't know what events were being run. We didn't know who was in charge of it. Like, they didn't, you know, we would just get kind of weird random messages like, oh, this person from the gaming industry will be there. And we're like, I don't pay attention to who's designed what board games, right? In the last 10 years or whatever. I may know one or two of the designers, but right, that's not necessarily a draw for me. Right, and they also tried to do Broadside Bash, and you're like, okay, well, if you're doing Broadside Bash, why isn't Frontline Gaming promoting your con? Because that would make the most sense. If you're doing Broadside Bash, you should have Frontline Gaming in your corner going, hey, everyone, go to this Broadside Bash. So they didn't have that. Plus, Frontline Gaming has the SoCal Open anyway, so they're not exactly backing anyone throwing another convention in San Diego. That said, you know, Frontline Gaming probably does well enough with LVO that if they wanted to, they probably could take on Kingdom Con and host something in San Diego that time of year if they wanted to. Right? They have enough, obviously, they have enough presence to do that. But I don't know. Not exactly holding my breath for them to do that. This is a pretty bad one. You can see that hair sticking straight up out. Okay. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. You know, talking with Nelson and Jason last night about maybe running some Shadows of Brimstone, a little campaign for this game. Did I not? I did. Hard to tell sometimes. Like, did I do the eyes on? Did not do eyes on her. So we may run a Shadows of Brimstone campaign on stream for those of you interested. It's basically where I move pieces around and we roll dice and our players make decisions. We do our bit of dungeon crawling and what have you. Dungeon crawling light roleplay is what this game is. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping in, Jacob. The female bandita. Very cool mini. Okay. You're going to bed? Alright. Good night, Andrew. Thanks for popping in. I think we're just gonna dot eyes and then play a little Persona and then call it. But I want to get the skin done and then the rest of these minis become very easy to do. Did I? Uh-oh. Okay. No gambler. Kind of bummed because this past week was my spring break with my kids, and I had a lot of fun. And I am bummed about going back to work tomorrow. But you gotta do. All good things must come to an end. This piano player guy's kind of cool. Okay. I really like the Marshall too. The Marshall is just a great character. It was the first character I played, Shadows of Brimstone. So a little bit of biased in favor of the Marshall. Got great rules. Man. All right. Okay. So now let's clean up some of the skin. Right. Get these. I mean, she actually looks pretty good. There's not much. The detail on her face is fine. We'll just leave her super pale like that. That's fine. This guy here, his face is a little on the weird side, but there's actually not much to. There's not much to touch up on this guy. There we go. And just liven him up a little bit. So I'll make he's got a little mustache. We'll make his mustache black. We'll make his hair and his mustache black. If I can do this without ruining the face. There we go. There we go. All right, and just keep it moving. What else needs to be touched up? Gunfighter, super fun character. But yeah, the plan is, if I do kick off a campaign on stream, we'll kind of have the gamblers as the central protagonist characters, and then people who are participating are going to be playing these other characters, right? And it is going to be sort of a west meets east theme here. I didn't dot these I's. I mean, I don't necessarily need to. Hey, what's up, Yag? Yeah, because you won't actually see the eyes underneath here, but let's go ahead and go for it. And this is a pretty two-dimensional pose, but it is still quite cool. Say what you want. It's still quite a cool pose. All right, and then how are you doing? Oh man. Quite a bit of like kind of tiny facial detail in there to get at. Yeah, Marshall's a super fun character. And like I said, great rules on the Marshall. Right. Your Marshall is your tank, is a tank type character, but also has a can dish out some damage with the shotgun. Got a question. What is your favorite game with the models you like the least, and the models you like the least with the game you like a lot? Oh, wait. What is your favorite game with the? I think what you're asking is what is my favorite game that has the best models and the like worst minis in my opinion, and then conversely, what is my favorite game that has the worst models but an excellent game. Wow. It's tough because I don't these days I almost don't play anything that I don't like the models for. So if you're asking me for the best game system with great looking models, or the best game system with the ugliest models, geez. Um, let me think about this for a second. Uh, you know, these models, they're not always winners. But I really like the game system. Uh, maybe if I were to pick, okay, here we go. One of the funnest games that I've played that has models that I'm just sort of not that thrilled about is got to be Saga. Okay, Saga is one of those. Um, and then I really love Wrath of Kings, and the model designs are great, but some of those PVC sculpts aren't the best. So yeah, I would put Saga. It would be my game that I really like the rules for, but the models are just bleh, not really my thing. Um, and then on the other side of it, what game has like the best models, but but the game I don't really like? Infinity. That one's easier because, and I'm sorry, Infinity fans. I know I'm always apologizing to the Infinity fans. Hey, Chris. Um, but yeah, I love painting the model. Well, don't ask me about O12, but uh, I love painting Infinity models. I think they're some of the best models made. Period. And the game I just puke in my mouth a bit trying to enjoy that game. I you know, okay, I will take it a step further. I'll take it a step further, and I'm going to declare something on stream and check your date. It is not April 1st, but I will say this. Um, I've been looking at the uh, Raging Heroes. You guys know what Raging Heroes is. Raging Heroes makes a line of resin alt miniatures for GW games. Boo! Boo! Boo, GW, boo! They make an alt resin line of miniatures for GW games. And I love Raging Hero sculpts. I think Raging Hero sculpts are fantastic. Um, Also, like, when you were it reminds me of when there are all these indie companies putting out alt Blood Bowl teams. Love those companies. Blood Bowl used to drive me crazy because I kind of like Blood Bowl, and then I kind of hate it, and I kind of like it again, and I kind of hate it. But I'm going to say this right now. Um, the Raging Heroes High Elf line has got me feeling a sort of way. Okay? I'm just going to put it to you that way. It's got me feeling a sort of way. Like, oh man, those are so cool. Do I want to play Age of Shadows or Age of Sigmar or whatever? Not really. Not really. I don't really want to play it, but have you seen the Raging Heroes High Elf line? Freaking awesome, dude. Yeah, and the Slaanesh models also amazing. Um, Let me see if I can. I mean, you guys, all you have to do is go on Instagram or I was on their website. Okay, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up because I just want to look at them. Right, so Raging Heroes. Let's go ahead and let's pull up this. Let's add this window here. Do. Whoa. Here we go. I'm gonna pull this up for a second. Okay. You guys can. Okay. But okay. High elves were always. They were one of the reasons that I played fantasy to begin with. They were their designs are so clean and so bright, and they're such a pain in the ass to paint. But look at these sculpts. No, I don't care. Pop-up window. Let's go High Elves of the Eternal Summits. And they're called elves. They're not called aelfs or Eldari or whatever the shit they call them now. Like look at these. Look at these. These are awesome. Right? I want to play that. That's freaking cool. I don't want to buy the GW ones, but I mean, these look close, right? And you know what those are. You're like, oh, everybody knows what these are. You're like, oh, that's Tickless. That's those are Sword Masters, right? Everybody knows what's what. Very cool. That's almost like a pose for pose Tickless. And look, it's interesting how they painted them too. Is they gave them they gave them like really porcelain looking skin. But those look way, to me, those look way cooler than the new High Elf stuff. And feel free to disagree with me, but like, see, GW would never make a sculpt that cool. They just wouldn't. It would just the thought of an accurate, you know, attractive style female body scares the shit out of GW. They're like, oh no, just make muscles and paste some boobs on top of it, and that's a female body. That's the GW answer to, oh, just it's fine, it's fine, right? They totally forget their own lore about how, you know, how some of these gods like Slanesh and, you know, how the elves, how they had this like sexuality, they had this kind of alluring quality to them, and they don't like to talk about it these days because, you know, I don't know, they're like afraid. They're afraid of that. That is dope as shit. Look at that. Look, like, these are cool, right? These are really, really interesting. Cost you a small fortune to build your army this way, but it is GW. If you're playing GW, then you're not going to balk at these prices necessarily. But yeah, look at how cool that is. Anyway, that's right. Do you want to get me? That's the secret, guys. If you want to get me to play something GW, you have a third-party sculptor like who isn't afraid of the female form make some cool shit for me. Right? That's that's what that's how you crack the code. I know because Jake has been trying to crack the code. He's been trying to. He thinks it's funny if it's like a challenge for him if he can get me to play a GW game. Right? It's a big deal. You love Infinity models, but the game I haven't included. It's just, and we've had this argument many times, and I know Infinity fans. I know you're gonna, you know, you enjoy your game. I'm not knocking you for enjoying your game. Enjoy your game. Enjoy your game. By all means, enjoy your game. It's just ain't for me. I'm just not gonna like it. I'm not gonna like that game. Love painting it, except for O12. Don't worry, O12. O12 is the exception, and it's a bad idea. And if you know people who collect only O12 and pay me to paint it, what's the matter with you? anyway, yeah, great question. So yeah, that's your answer. Infinity, great models, don't really care about the game. On the other side, Saga. Saga is one of the most fun games to play, but the miniatures are, come on guys, admittedly dog shit. They're not great. They're not great. They're okay. You put them on the board and they're cool, and you're like, oh man, my chieftain is so cool. He doesn't need shoes, and you know, he's got one He's got one shoulder plate, right? That's Raging Heroes has a Patreon system in place. They have a 3D printer. I know. I wish. Well, problem is, my house, my two small kids and my wife and our house here in California is not the best place for me to set up a 3D printer. I would love to because there's a lot of stuff I want to 3D print and like live my life. I would love to do that. I want to, I, I I'm writing my own game just like everybody else is. And like one day I'd like to be like, oh, here's my sculpts and print out my sculpts for the game and play that, but not going to happen. But what a great question. What a great question. Yeah, those high elves are dope and I would play the shit out of that. But me, right? It's okay. We're just yeah, Age of Sigmar, not real. I wonder if I showed up to like Comic Quest Age of Sigmar tournament with those. You don't have official GW model. Like, I don't care. The ladies' side boobs are scaring me. I don't care. Right? Hold on. We're just gonna. But yeah, what a great question. What about yourself? Anybody else? Go ahead in the chat. Nominate best game with the worst minis and the worst game with the best minis. You want to know the absolute worst game with the best minis? It is a game called Dragon Tides. Okay? You really want to look at the worst game ever made with the best minis. Look up. Let's here. I don't care. Well, let's. I wonder if it's still gonna keep this if I go to Kickstarter here, because I backed this project by these crooks, right? See if it will let me log in. Let's look at all my projects. It's asking for my password. All right, it's on here. I want to see it. Oh, wait. Show more pledges. I backed Siege of the Citadel for $6 because I didn't actually want to back it. I just wanted to see. Where is it? I got 2 messages. Oops. Where are my messages? Oh, no one cares. Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. Getting a little sidetracked. Return of the Dragon? It could have been Return of the Dragon. Is this it? Oh, Oh, they won't even show it to you. Return of the Dragon is the subject of an intellectual property dispute and is currently unavailable. That's how in trouble these dudes are that made the Bruce Lee board game. They made a Bruce Lee board game Kickstarter, and they're the most, yeah, and yes, even more crooked than Ninja Division, guys. Even more crooked than that were these guys, the guys that did Return of the Dragon. It's really not here. It's really not here. Dang. I wonder if I can just find, what was it called? It was called Dragon Tides, right? If I can just Google Dragon Tides. for me, the war game with the best models for me is 40K. It's a mess. Played 3rd edition. Not so much better, and also use one-page rules. Dragon Tides. Will it show pictures of Dragon Tides? Let's look at some images of Dragon Tides. Will it? Yeah, it still has that thing open. Okay, so here's Dragon Tides. I own this game. I backed this on Kickstarter. We were supposed to get a bunch of stuff. The only thing we ended up getting was the actual board game, which is the worst board game on earth. I repeat, a Bruce Lee themed board game is the worst board game I have ever played in my life. That's how bad this board game is. I even got Canadians to admit that this is a bad... Canadians don't like saying anything unpleasant. And they said this is a bad board game. But check this shit out. Whoops. Go back. Well, you can see some of it, but I want to go back to here. Is there a way we can just... How do you get to... How do you get to the image? There we go. But it won't let me... It can't really get in close. But yeah, to give you an idea, these miniatures are dope as shit. Okay? So you got like your... you got like a Billy Blanks guy here. You got obviously Bruce Lee. You got Brandon Lee. You got a little Cynthia Rothrock. Right? If you are a Kung Fu cinema aficionado, such as myself, the game also has Donnie Yen, and it did not have a Jackie Chan mini. It has a Dolph Lundgren mini. It's dope. And yes, I do own all of these painted, and I do want to use them for a fistful of Kung Fu, but we'll never get around to playing that game. But still, best miniatures, worst game ever. Okay. That should hopefully answer the question. But yeah, that's what that is doing. Did I dot? Yeah, I did. I dotted her eyes in. You can't really tell from the camera there, can you? Okay. I don't know. So I guess we don't have that much time left. So we'll play a little bit of. Should we play a little bit? Yeah, let's play. I can at least show you where I'm at. We'll go through. Oh, it's gonna be boring because it's just the. I don't care. We'll do it. We'll kick on. All right, here. Yeah, we're just. This is the very end of the game, so. Ooh. Who knew it would show windowed mode like that? But yeah, we are at the very end of Persona 4 Golden. And I don't really have time for the full intro and that sort of thing. The last 2 dungeons have to be done in a single day. So that doesn't give me So obviously I can't start tonight unless the plan is to finish the dungeon tonight, which I cannot do that, but alright. Wednesday evening, I could work on Nanako. So I'm just trying to wrap up some social links here. So I could go to Nanako. I also could work on Sayoko. Nope, Sayoko's not ready. So Sayoko is just not gonna max. So we'll work on Nanako. That's sad, I did not max Nanako. What? That's not ready to advance? I should anyway.
Yeah!
Alright. I don't really have that many daytime social links left to max, right? So, Kanji.
Senpai!
We maxed Kanji. No, I don't want to hang out. Kanji's still the best character, but... Good luck. Alright. Alright. So, Yumi is the only social link left in the daytime. Yumi and Death. And look, you can't... Yumi's too busy worried about the exams. You suck. See, that's done. Done. Yukiko's done. Alright, let's go. Let me see if I can get the cat to come with me. The cat's name is Midori-chan? Oh, I don't have any food. Oops. There's the cat. Come on, come back with us. Let's give it the octopus. Uh-oh. The cat... the cat... got... Don't tell me I have to go fishing to complete that quest. Alright. There's like nobody around. No. Teddy, already maxed. What is this?
Sensei!
Teddy wants to go to the ocean? No. 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 Do not like you. Don't like you, Teddy. Naoto would be good. That would be good to take her, because I can give her fire spell back. Yeah, let's take Naoto.
Hello. It's quite all right.
So we want to talk about the past. Alright. I do not want to get rid of Heat Riser, Mamadoon, Mahamadoon, Megadoon. Vorpal Blade I almost never use, so I'm going to get rid of Vorpal Blade, and I'm going to take Agadon. Which sounds crazy, but yeah. There we go. Okay. Alright. Is that good? Turn the display off. And we should be good to go. No. Yes. Okay, that was worth doing, because we're going to need that for the last couple of fights. We're going to need her to have single target fire.
You're back.
Okay. I can work as a janitor. I can work on Dojima, who I hate. Priority goes to Sayoko. Too late for you, Yumi. What? Whoops. No, not doing that. Nobody's stupid thing is... If he's not ready, I'm just... What? Wait.
No.
Yeah, he's not ready, so I am gonna go work at the hospital.
Night. That way I could potentially max out Sayoko. I don't care. Just... Don't care. Okay. More Marie shit. Oh no, Marie's so sad. Oh, Marie is my friend. Okay, here we go. Got some more snow today. I should be checking. Uh-oh. What? It's Margaret? Yep. I've located her. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. If Yumi is not available, I will go to the library. I think that's right in the library here. No. Yeah. We'll study in the library. Yeah, Yumi's is just over. Cannot. Welcome
max
back.
Yumi. Okay. And I can max. I think that's it. And then I think suck, Yumi. Really? Who knows? Maybe I'm doing all this wrong. Don't care. Gotta go. Alright, man. Have a good one. Don't care. Yeah. I think I'll just go to the library. That way I can
Snowflakes only on your face. A cold wind blows away.
Alright, let's see if... Okay. So I didn't even get this evening to... I'm proud of her.
Thank you.
Alright, still going. Got the day off today. We'll do the home shopping. Oh, what? Yosuke. Ski trip, okay. That's it. So this is it. This is the last. We'll watch home shopping. Did not have to kill Nanako anymore. Sonadori? Oh, homunculus is important. And chest key, very important. Alright. Alright. This is it, just wrapping up the last of the social links. Nanako! Ah! So literally, if Yumi is not around, I have nothing at all to do today. Because I've maxed everybody. Well, I could work on the fox, but I would need to catch fish. Oh, I could go, hold on. Before I go here. Can't I buy fish at... No, you can't. You'd still take Naoto if I wanted to work on any of her other skills. Rise is around. She's typically around on Sundays, but doesn't matter because they're all max social link. Can I buy Tina? No. Nothing to buy. Already maxed him too. Yeah, there's literally... I guess I'm gonna go fishing. There's nothing to do today. Unless maybe Death is around. Death is around! I can hang out with Death. It's a good day to hang out with Death.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot to talk to the cat! Shit! Shit! Oh well. She keeps thinking I'm her husband. Hey, your husband gone, lady. What about the river? You lived
Yes.
in a van down by the river? Is that soundtrack of the game actually playing? The soundtrack. I was born and raised here. Company of actors. What? What? I met my husband who was a child actor. You married Gary Coleman? He had clear, pale skin and he spoke completely differently from the other children. He was my first love. You married Macaulay Culkin? Every year he would come and every year I would watch. Gathered all the courage I had and talked to him. By some miracle he fell in love with me too. Just talk behind the stage. One date every year. Damn, that's a shitty social link to try to pick up. Uh-oh, we got some spammers in the chat. Hold on. Damn spammers. There we go. He quit the company and said he would live here and marry me. Did the field work? He didn't know he would come home and show me his blisters. I was happy. What about now? You're with me, Chad, you. That's rough. That's a rough but true statement. Happiness is something you only recognize after it's already happened. Damn. This is depressing. He went to heaven and I will surely go to hell. Holy crap. The fuck do you strip without clothing? I'm not gonna tell her it's not true. Chad.
Thank you.
I feel alright. I don't know. There's no point to this social link at this point. I don't care. We're gonna go to rank 3 with the old lady. What's up, Canvas? I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
You. Can I work at the hospital tonight or no? I don't think so. It's Sunday night.
Welcome back.
Just finished paying taxes. Oh, that sucks. Are you shitting me? Neither one of you are available for social link? Oh, you suck, both of you. After all that shit I did for you? For you! Are they gonna make me fish at night? Cause I feel like they're making me fish at night. Watch that bitch is that Yumi is around. Look. Oh no, Yumi. Nanako, who cares? Yukiko, who cares? Is there at least a beef bowl challenge? No, there isn't, because it doesn't rain anymore. GA's there. Ugh. Look, all the people are around. Kanji's around. Alright. Alright, so my choices are go fishing. Here's my choices. Go fishing or hang out with Yukiko. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Fishing or Yukiko? I don't know. Hold on. Yes, this is a weeb. Yes, Canvas. This is a weeb game. It's a weeb RPG game.
Good evening.
Alright, fine. Let's... Seems like a waste. Maybe fishing is the right... No, screw that cat. Tried being nice. Well... I think we go fishing. I think we go fishing, guys. Maybe? I think we go fishing.
I'll see.
Yeah, you suck, Yukiko. We're going fishing. This is important shit we're doing. Alright. Get out there. We're gonna... All I have is breadcrumbs! Crap! So I can catch this stupid goldfish? Ah, that wasn't good. Oh, what? I pulled it too early. I'm just gonna use it all. I don't care. Oh, I got a goldfish. No, I got a trout. Cool. Okay. Let me see if I can catch one more thing. It's my last bit of bait. Oh, I'm too late. Wow, I suck at fishing. Alright, fine. Did the exam start yet? Yep. Shit. There goes my last week. Alright, folks.
Oh,
Well, what? Because I ditched you last night? I did. And see, I missed things like this is just a sign of normal life. I wish those stayed gone. Cold-blooded.
Snowflakes falling on
Alright.
your face. A cold wind blows away the laughter from this
Oh, man.
little place.
Hopefully it gives me... Okay, the real word alphabet comes from alpha and what? Bet. It's gotta be beta, right? Gotta be beta. What? this should go by pretty quick. How is the theory that the pyramids were built by slaves disproven by their attendance logs? Wow, that was asked at the actual beginning of the year. Okay. Dang, this game is basically over. What drink it means? Toso. What's a medical term for brain freeze? Sphenopalatine ganglion. Yeah. Yes, Canvas, you actually have to take midterms in this game, and then you have to fight monsters. How you do in like school and your friends affects how powerful your guy is. No, I can't. I'm done with cat in the Vietnam rabbit. What vegetable was used to make jack-o'-lanterns? Should almost be done with this. Holy crap. What color were the pyramids? They were white, right? When they were first built. Mixed in desert sand. Ha! Chad Yu is awesome. Are we done? Are we done?
Senpai!
Oh, here's crazy. I'll teach you, 'cause I'm Chad Yu. There goes that guy running again. Answered every question with ease. Look at Chad Yu doing Chad Yu things. Alright, I just need to get to a save point. There we go. No! Let me save! Ah!
Welcome back.
Okay, I can save. Okay, so I can save. And this is literally the last night you have in the game for social links. Okay, this is it. No, it won't let me do it. So that's it. If I can't do anything, I'm not going to do the skiing trip until later. So if you guys want to see that, that'll be on Twitch. And so will the last couple of boss fights. So with that, we're going to call our stream to a close. I want to thank everyone for watching. Have a good night, guys. And we'll catch you on the next one.